Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Alhamdulillah. And your response is very good. I know you are liking my videos and you are liking this session. So today I'm back with the session 3 of the estimation series. And yes, today let me just revive what we have done in the previous session. We have marked the excavation of the plot, excavation of the plan which I have developed for you people for this series actually. And today I will be going to transfer the data of PlanSwift to the Excel sheet. So there are a lot of different methods. You can directly export through PlanSwift, but in today's method, we are actually going to pick the quantities from PlanSwift, which we just marked at the on the plans. And secondly, we are going to put it and do some basic calculation in Excel, and then we are going to convert it into Excel based template or Excel based file. So this is just the gist of today's session. Hopefully you will be liking it. And yes, without wasting any time, let me move to the screen. Okay, so here are the plans which we just uploaded in the session 1, and then we did this working on excavation plan in the second session. So in today's session, these markups which we have just drawn on these plans, we are going to shift these quantities or these numbers to our Excel file. So for you people, I have already developed this Excel template. That depends upon your own choice. I basically use these type of sheets for my workings. So in this sheet, just let me go through it quickly. Uh, I am having a project name at the top. It is necessary because your sample or your sheet must have some name. And secondly, I am having the address of that project. Let me, if I start with this, I am going to put project ABC house uh, plan. That will be great. And then address will be XYZ AB XYZ AB, and I am in Pakistan, so let's say it Pakistan. So this is the address. I've already named it as sample project, and yes, I'm going to now shift the quantity. So let me just explain what these column represents to you now. So first is serial number. Of course, there's only if I'm going to withdraw the quantity. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can just simply select it and drag it down all the way. It will drag you the numbers. Second is the code number. So in case, in not in case, we do have building codes in our Pakistan, which is I have prepared a video for that, building ACI 318. Uh, Actually, we are following that code in Pakistan. So if you are going to excavate, if you are going to write your description of the work which you are going to estimate, you will be having some code number of that quantity in the code, in the building code. Simply let me simplify it. In building code, we have already defined some code numbers to different tasks of the project. So that task number which we have defined in our building code, that will be going to be put into this cell. So it depends upon you if you need this, or if your supervisor or if your project need this kind of information, then you can incorporate it. Otherwise, uh, this is on you if you want to do it or not. The next one is description, and finally we will be having quantity, and then we will be having wastage factor, how much wastage factor you want to include in your quantities. That wastage factor again depends upon your techniques, your accuracy of the plans of takeoffs, and then again human errors, and then unforeseen activities. So all these factors comes into the wastage factor, and that depends upon you that how much you factor, how much you keep the factor, that normally known as factor of safety. And again, this will be only manipulated sheet. In here we will be going to have formula of this plus 1, sorry, this multiply by this into this. So actually what does this formula show? It shows me that D8 is the actual number which we just drawn from the plans, and then we are going to add the extra quantity which is actually the percentage factor which we are going to add. So basically this is going to give us the quantity of that description which we are going to write here with the wastage factor which we already included it, or which we will be going to include it in the following video, in the following session. And finally you will be having the unit of that quantity in which you are going to use. So, okay, without further delay, let me move to the plans. And here we have excavation 5 foot 6 inches. Which one is this excavation? Actually, a large part of excavation is our 5 foot 6 inch deep. And secondly, we are having this quantity of excavation 7 feet. So there are a couple of things we need to pick from the plans. So here are actually we need to transfer the our quantities to our Excel sheet. So for that you do have to have the knowledge of the units in which you are going to take off, perform the takeoff. No? So in Pakistan, we are actually performing the takeoff of excavation in cubic foot. So let me just add the unit of the quantity which I will be going to use. So let me just format it. I will be going to keep it as I like. So in the center, and so first of all I am going to add the excavation. Let me just keep it standard. So excavation, so just I am just going to add extra information of 5 foot 6 inches deep. And from where I get this 5 foot 6 inches, I have gotten this 5 foot 6 inches from these sections X and Y. So if I go to this section X is showing me that I have to go 5 foot and 6 inches deep, while on section YY it shows me that I have to go 7 feet down in only this much area, which covers, if I go to plan, which covers the area of retaining wall to the building exterior wall. So right now let's move to the Excel sheet and we are going to transfer this. So if I'm going to check this, so if this expression shows me that this is 2 at 6.4 cubic foot, sorry, this is actually the square foot. For cubic foot, we will be going to multiply it. So how much quantity do we get here? This is 2 at 6.4, and multiply by, we will be having 5.5 foot deep excavation. So there are three units we are going to, there are three dimensions which we are going to need for the excavation quantity. So this one, so here I got the cubic foot of our excavation. So right now this cell is showing me the same value as this cell because I do not add any kind of factor in here. So if I'm going to add, let's first say I'm going to add 10% or 0.1. So if I'm showing it as multiples, so let's see. So formula isn't working. Let's see what happened to it. Go to formula and check, evaluate the formula. So D8, we having this much quantity plus 0.1 into 0. It shows me 0. Why? Is there some kind of error here? E80 into, oh, actually this is D80, so I need to do it as D8. Yes. So now it shows me that I have 10% added into the quantity. So this is done with excavation 5 for 6 inches. Now the next thing is we are having only, if I'm going to drop this, the next quantity is excavation 7 foot. So for 7 foot we are having 380.5. So I am just going to add 380.5 and multiply by the 7 feet. So this is the quantity we are going to get for our excavation of 7 feet. So that is all. As simple, you just need to work. So that is very much all from today's session, that how we are going to transfer the data into the Excel sheet. The purpose of this small session was just to make you punctual, or to make you habitual of the practice which we are going to follow in our following sessions. So this was very much all from today's session. Uh, Thank you very much for watching this video, and I do recommend you, and I do love to get your feedbacks. And yes, drop me your feedbacks, drop down the comments that how are you liking, drop down your feedbacks regarding my style, if you want to change it, or if you want to change any other medium or any other mode. I am welcome to your feedbacks. So drop your feedbacks, support me, do support me on Patreon as well, and I'm going to drop the link in the description. Also check my other videos on the channel. Take care, be safe, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye.